Hey, it's Mikal with the Monson Schoolhouse, and I am getting ready right now to plan my B unit study. I know it's pretty much the end of the school year, but with our spring, we kind of the weather warmed up and we needed something to kind of push us through the end of the year and push things around and kind of change gears. So I'm just going to put together this unit study. It's about a 3-week unit study on bees. So let me take you through how I kind of put together lesson plans and compile everything into a fun, interactive unit study for 3rd grade all the way to 6th graders. The things that I'm going to be incorporating with the unit study is sometimes we do notebooks, but we did notebooks with our human development earlier this year, and we did some notebooking with our frog. We made like a little frog tadpole book. So this time we're going to be doing a lap book. I just thought it'd be fun for the kids and mix it up into something different that we haven't done this spring. So this unit study is going to be with a lap book, and I put together all my own lap books. I just kind of figure out what the lesson is and then kind of just go from there. And I'll kind of show you how I do that. But sometimes I let my kids just take on the assignment and then they turn it into something and it ends up to be something better than I can make up. So this unit study is going to be with a lap book. Right, so what I do is I lay out all my materials on the floor. This is the floor of my schoolroom. So I have everything down here that I need to do the unit study. These are all the books. I got some from the library, and I've also purchased some on Amazon. So we have the books, and then we have my manila folders for the lap book. All right, so after I get my books when I collect them, I start looking through them. I just hit it right with this book. I had never looked at it. I got it on Amazon just kind of because the reviews were good. And this is the book I'm going to be using as our textbook. When I do a unit study, I pick one book to kind of help guide our lessons. And this is the book I'm going to be using because it's awesome. And I get little tabs, these little sticky tabs, and I go through the book and tab and mark and flag everything that I'm going to be using for the lessons. So this book, let me just show you how amazing it is and some of the things that I tabbed. The life cycle. This book also includes crafts. We're going to be making a bee house. It also includes making candles. We're going to be making candles out of beeswax. What else does this book include? This book includes honey. We're going to be testing different kinds of honey. Their life in the comb, in the honeycomb. We're going to be looking at the bee family. We're going to be studying the flight of the bee, the life cycle, and obviously the anatomy of the bee, and what is a bee. So this is my textbook. Okay, so I bring my main book over next to my computer, and I do all of my lesson planning in Notebook. So I come in here in Notebook, and I make a new tab called the B Unit Study. I love this notebook. You can cut and paste links. You can it's really easy to lay out lessons. So I'll kind of show you how I lay out each one of my lessons. Okay, so in this unit study, as you can see in my notebook, on the right, I've typed up the different lessons. I went through my books. I went through this main book, and I pulled out all of the important lessons that we needed to cover, that I wanted to cover with the kids. So this unit study is 10 lessons. You have what is a bee, so the bee anatomy. You have the bee life cycle. You have different kinds of bees. You have flight of the bumblebee. You have the stinger, pollination, the honeybee family, which includes studying the queen bee, life in the hive, which includes beeswax, studying some things about that, how bees make honey, and flowers that attract bees, and we'll probably talk about people having bees in their backyard too. And we have a field trip to go to with that too. Okay, so lesson 1, we're going to start at what is a bee. So I'm going to tag this page, and then I'm going to come over to my notebook. And as you can see, I have lesson 1, what is a bee, parts of a bee. And this book here, which we love, You Wouldn't Want to Live Without Bees. Absolutely love these books. They're so hilarious and fun, and the kids just, I mean, we seriously love them. So in this book, we're going to use this, what is a bee, and then parts of the bee. So we're going to incorporate this. Okay, so I've tagged it lesson 1. Lesson 1, so I tag it. Okay, so I have lesson 1 kind of outlined. So this is kind of how I do my unit lessons. Lesson 1, I write down everything you know about bees. So I like to start my units just getting them to write down what they know, because especially as a homeschool mom, it's nice to compare what they knew before we started the unit and what they learned at the end. It's completely different, and it's just really rewarding to know that how much they learned. So they're going to do that, and then what I like to do is start it with kind of a fun video. So I don't know if you guys have watched these videos on YouTube, but it's the SciShow Kids. We really love these videos. So yeah, I like to include these kind of at the beginning of our unit. She talks about bees, and my kids really love her.
Outside the fort. Oh look, there's a bee. What landed on that flower? Let's watch and see.
So I'll include that video, and I might sometimes I find some really silly, stupid, maybe a clip out of the Bee Movie, that one Bee Movie, to make them laugh. It kind of just catches their attention and gets them excited for the unit. So that's what I started with. Then after that, we'll talk about the video and kind of discuss what they thought about it. Then I'm going to go to our book, and I'm going to read out of our main book. I'm going to read this and show them the pictures. And then I'm going to come in here to read from here to here. That's what I'm going to do in lesson 1. I'm going to stop there. Then we're going to go over to our lap book and create our lap book. And if you don't know what a lap book is, it's just this folder folded in the middle. Let me get up. Sorry, it's bad lighting. It is like 9 o'clock at night, and this is what I'm doing it. So I have yellow paper. I'm just going to kind of let them be creative. They can take this yellow paper and make honeycomb as the front of their lap book. And then inside, they can maybe put yellow paper as a background. And this is what we're going to be using for, I made 3 because I have 3 kids that are going to be doing this. I'm probably going to put this through the laminator, and they'll cut it out, and they're going to put it in their lap book. Cut it out, put it in their lap book, and then I think I'm going to have them either do little labels to each body part, or they can cut it out and have it open up as a flap. And that's something that we kind of just figure out as the lesson goes, and as their creativity kind of takes on, and I just kind of go with it because they are usually more creative than me. So okay, so this is lesson 1, and I will post this. It's kind of a informal video, but I will post this, and this is starting out the bee unit. This is kind of how I do all of my lessons. I will come back and I will share with you the lap book and what we did, and I'll kind of share a review on the whole entire unit and go through what we did. But this is how I plan my units. Every lesson kind of goes exactly like this. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want to see another planning session for different lessons of the B unit, let me know. Otherwise, I will come back later at the end of our B unit and I will do a review for you and show you everything we've done. So thanks for watching, and I hope this helped. Bye.